Oh, am I supposed to be paying attention to things here?
No, you're not.
Oh, well, does that mean you're running again?
Sure, why not? Hi everybody, I'm running TGE's game tonight.
Meow. Oh wait.
Wrong one.
Wrong meow.
It's like I get a free moment of truth for the entire game here.
I mean, in reality, yes. But anyway, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Bay City Chronicles Presents Next Gen. This is surprisingly already issue 6.
I know.
It's crazy, right?
Just a little
Means you've
bit, yeah.
suckered us into this 6 different times.
Right.
Yeah. 7 if you count issue 0.
Right. You know how much...
We didn't know what we were getting into in episode 0.
No, we didn't. Like, you know how much this guy had to sit here and, like, beg us to start playing this, and then suddenly we can't stop?
He said, let's play, and I'm pretty sure we all signed up.
Yeah, but I started integrating custom moves into the M&M game.
Oh, I know.
Give us a little taste here.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, this is our normal cast of characters here for Next Gen. We have got playing Red Dragon, OPT Lawyer. We have got playing GG, Chameleon Ice. And we have got playing Kaiser, Nonestra. I am your host / master of ceremony / GM / pick your title for me, TGE. And this is Bay City Chronicles Presents Next Gen, Issue 6, LD50. On the cover, we see Gianna, Alex, and Drake, all at different areas around the carnival. Gianna is sitting there trying to play the very much rigged crane game to get a giant teddy bear.
Aw.
Drake is putting everything he can to try and hammer the ball up to the bell, but keeps coming just short. Meanwhile, Alex is attempting to try and get a better view of everything as he is riding the Ferris wheel to the tippy top.
Well, this is a state fair. We got a Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Yes,
wow.
it is. So we turn the page and open the comic. And we get a little reminder of last time here on Next Gen, where it gets the sort of summary, like a couple of panels that basically summarizes where you guys have sort of joined up with Next Gen officially now. Talking about that Next Gen team where you have Declan, you have Oliver, you've got Sirocco. You're unofficially backed by Stormbreaker Technologies.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives sort of the recap of that. But it has been a couple of weeks since that happened.
A couple of weeks, okay.
Yes, so first things first, we've got a couple of people here who have some time passes moves. Don't we?
Yes.
All right, so why don't we roll a couple of those? I know one of them comes with questions and one of them doesn't.
So you want to go first?
I would love for you to go first, Alex, because, as I said, yours does not have the questions involved in it.
All right. So, when time passes, roll plus your mundane. So let's just do that, shall we?
Okay.
On a hit, things are going pretty well. You have an opportunity and advantage thanks to one of your obligations. On a 7 and 9, you've lapsed on one of your obligations, your choice. On a miss, you haven't given your normal life anywhere near the attention it deserves. And yeah, I didn't miss. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and choose my family obligations.
Okay. So between blind Uncle Ted and your mother, you've been sort of lapsing on that. Okay.
Well, actually, you know what? I probably should change this because I have family obligations listed, and then separately I have as my home, and then as my social as my close relative. So I'm paying more attention to Uncle Ted than I am, like, Mom.
Okay, so it's Mom you've been ignoring. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We will note that. Also, over on the Legacy, Drake, why don't you read and do your move?
Wait. I have a move?
Yes. Whenever time passes, roll plus Savior to see how the members of your Legacy feel or react to your most recent exploits. Before rolling, ask the other players to answer these questions about your performance. The GM qualifies as a player in this case. Take -1 to the roll for each no answer.
Clearly, I should have put this on my sheet.
It is on your sheet. It's on the actual playbook sheet.
Yes. I should have that open.
You should have that open. So, you got some questions to ask. Let's ask them.
Oh, here we go. Okay. So ask the other player. So I ask you each one question, or do I ask
us as a whole?
Okay. All three are just one question?
All three questions.
Okay. All right. So, have I been upholding the traditions of my legacy?
I have no reason to think you haven't.
I'm going to say yes, because you turned into a dragon.
I'll give you the yes on that one.
Have I maintained the image of my legacy?
Nope. Not after belly flopping into the pool, you didn't.
I mean, are we talking about just last session, or...?
We're talking about in the time between rolls.
Oh, I mean... That belly flop thing happened. Like,
this is the first time he's rolled that since the belly flop.
Oh, between rolls, so between doing this. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, I don't know if your legacy happens to contain belly flops or not. Maybe that's part of your legacy. I don't know. I don't know much about your legacy.
You can be pretty sure that belly flopping and taking out power to the entire city does not qualify as maintaining the image of the legacy.
But it was awesome!
That doesn't mean it qualifies to hit the yes answer on this one.
We did also meet part of your legacy, didn't we, in your home visit?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
He seemed kind of disappointed in you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say no on two.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so, yeah, this is bad.
Yep.
Because the next question is, have you made the other members of your legacy proud? And I can just take 3 no's right now.
Yep.
Is that -1 for each of us?
No, -1 for no answer. So
okay.
It's maximum of -3.
Okay.
So I got a -2.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So roll Savior.
Roll Savior -2.
Okay, now where'd my roll button go?
It's the dice icon. Next thing is a Savior.
I clicked it. It's not doing anything.
You have to go to the roll 20 will then have a little box on it that says thing.
Oh, it just hidden.
Oh.
Oh.
This isn't good.
Okay.
Do you have +1 forward? Does that matter?
Let's see. On a hit, one of them offers you meaningful encouragement. On a 7 and 9, another's upset with your most recent actions. On a miss, something you did stirred up the hornet's nest. Expect several members of your legacy to meddle with. Oh God.
That is a legitimate question. Do you have any a +1 forward?
Only I think on.
What
What's
about the
his name?
obstacles?
No, I don't think I have a +1 forward. I think I have a +1 forward on. I can't remember his name, dude. The guy that
Declan?
Drake's living with.
Oh, yeah, okay, no, yeah, because you have influence over him. Okay.
What about the whole 2 from
No,
the
I don't have
obstacle course?
influence over him.
Yeah.
I rejected his influence.
Okay.
Early.
So you, yeah, that's a 6. So you get to mark potential.
Boo.
And yeah, so we get to have the fun starting here. So we are going to start. Gianna, over the past week at school, you have been hearing all about this carnival, this carnival coming to town over the weekend. And one person in particular has been all about this carnival. and that, and of course, would be one Mr. Hunter Varla, has been all about this carnival. And how has Gigi been sort of reacting to the carnival?
She's kind of excited about it. Because carnival means like bright lights, games, like things to like win big stuffed animals. Lots of kind of neat excitement, potentially doing things with friends that she now has. So, yeah, that's a plus.
So it's Friday before the weekend, and you know you guys are at school. What class would you be sitting in right now?
What time was it?
Whatever time you want it to be.
Okay. So if we're in school, I'm gonna say we're sitting in health class.
Okay. So for those of you who've never been in health class,
right?
This is that awkward, very much awkward health class where there's the banana and the condoms, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Oh God!
Oh my God! Oh no!
So,
I went to Catholic school. We didn't have that.
I went to public school. We totally had that.
Yeah.
So fitting, Tej would have a banana and a condom. Just
Are you implying something, sir? But suffice to say, the entire class is very, very red-faced. They had the same reaction that Chammy just did there, but they're all super red-faced. They're all like, "Oh my God!" Like half the boys in class. "Oh my gosh, she said condom!" Like, you know, because because Gigi and Hunter, they're just the 8th grade side of things. So yeah, like this is that super awkward stuff.
are we taking powerful blows already?
Oh.
Are we already to that level?
When you volunteer to put the condom on the banana. No, we're not doing that.
Thank you.
Roll plus savior. On a hit, oh my God. On a miss, oh my God.
On a hit or a miss, take a powerful blow as you just put a condom on a banana.
Right. On a miss, take a powerful blow, and you're embarrassed.
So, you're sitting there in the class, and Hunter sort of looks at you. Very, like even with everything going on, super nervous. He sort of looks at you. Gigi.
Gigi actually kind of like tilts her eyes over Hunter, like, "Oh my God, what's going to happen?"
And you can tell he's like super nervous about what's going on right now, and you can tell for free that it's not because of what's going on at the front of class.
Oh, whew. That's good. Gigi will immediately feel a little more relaxed at that.
Yeah.
What is it?
Why don't you go ahead and roll Pierce the Mask?
Okay, that's a mundane, right?
That is a mundane.
Okay, do I get a bonus for Hunter?
You have influence over him, so add a +1.
Oops, sorry. I didn't have a +1 yet.
Well, that would be a 7.
Yep.
Whee!
So you will pass on a 7 to 9. Ask what?
Alrighty, let me take a look. Ask
What are you really planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How can I get your character to blank? Or how can I gain influence over you?
Oh, how can I get your character to open up, I guess?
You're pretty sure, based on all the conversations you guys have been having over the week, that you know what he's trying to ask. But how you can get him to open up is basically just flat out say, yes. Just tell him, yes, you'll go with him to the damn carnival. Because he's going to sit there and stumble for the next 5 minutes over it.
Hunter?
Yeah?
Do you want to go to the carnival?
Really? You'd like to? You mean it?
Yeah, it'll be lots of fun.
Yay, thank you. I mean, yeah, do you want me to pick you up, or do you just want to meet me there?
Well, I doubt I'll probably be working. But, what can you don't drive?
We can walk? right?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
Awesome. But 10 o'clock, okay?
At night?
In the morning!
Oh, okay. That's much better. Yes.
Why would you go to the carnival at 10 at night when it's closing?
Well, carnivals sometimes are open at night. I don't.
Yeah. And at this point, like, he is super red-faced.
10 o'clock in the morning sounds good.
So, we'll turn the page. And this is after school now at this point. And Alex, would you be doing anything after school, or would you be heading home?
I'd actually be heading to Stormbreaker Technologies.
Okay. Well, as you're on your way, you just get a text message from your mother that says, "Home now. We need to talk."
Like, Alex is doing this thing where he's walking, he gets out, he's like, yoink.
Just a yoink turns right instead.
Right. He goes home. So I'll just say this much. Every day after school, Alex has been going to Starbreaker Technologies.
I figured that has been as much between learning how to do more hacking things, and I assume there's just a whole lot of...
A lot more, like, training in the gym, working out kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So he'll get home eventually. Like, I mean, he'll go straight there from where he was, which about halfway to Stormbreaker.
Yeah. So you get there, and this is a comic panel that we've seen before. Mm-hmm. It is the Alex walking in, and his mother just standing there, hand on her hip, angry look on her face, foot tapping, like, you know that look. Like, for lack of a better description about how I picture her looking right now.
Right.
Have you played Final Fantasy VIII?
Not much.
Well, if you have, she kind of looks like Ma Dinkt.
Yeah, no.
Like Zell's mom in Balam.
Yeah.
That's what she kind of looks like.
Okay.
So that's what I'm picturing her looking like. But she just sort of sits there.
Hey, Ma. What's up?
Don't you hey me, young man.
What's up?
Am I ever going to see you anymore?
I'm home. Sorry, I've been going to a gym lately, kind of working out, trying to keep...
Going to a gym for like 7 hours?
It's a really nice gym. And I've been training a whole lot, I feel like working out.
Training for what?
Well, not, just working out. Not training for anything, just working out a lot.
You all of a sudden going from being on your computer 24 hours a day to going to the gym 7 days a week. Something's not right here.
I get bored on the computer. I want to go out. I'm getting out more. What's wrong with that?
You are getting bored on the computer. Who are you, and why has my son been taken over by aliens?
I mean, yeah, I know. It's a weird feeling. Trust me, I know. But I'm just getting out a lot more, I don't know. I just felt like going out more. I had a... that's all. There's nothing major. What's up?
Nothing major. With all this secretive you've been doing over the past month or so, I mean, I'm beginning to think you're up to something. Sneaking away to the library when you're not sneaking away to the library. Constantly going to the gym now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
You have a secret girlfriend you're not telling me about?
I mean, I have a friend who is a female, but she's 12 now. I wish I had a girlfriend. Do you know any of them?
What? What is wrong with you?
I don't know. What? I'm just getting out more, that's all.
You've been acting so different these past couple of months.
I just feel like getting out, that's all. I don't know.
Good, because I feel like getting out too.
Okay.
So, tomorrow... You're not getting out of this. I'm not giving you a choice.
That's fine. What's up?
We are going to that carnival that's coming to town.
You want to go to the carnival?
Well, if you can get out and have a good time, why can't your mother?
Oh, no, I'm just surprised you want to go to the carnival. Yeah, that's fine, sure.
It's a carnival. We haven't had a carnival in town in years. I mean,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
can taste the fried dough right now. It's gonna be delicious.
That sounds great, actually. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Good. Good. I want to be there right when it opens at 10.
10 in the morning?
Why would it be open at 10 at night?
I don't know. It's a good question. I just, for some odd reason, felt like asking.
I mean, yes, this city's got some crazy things going on. But no, 10 in the morning, right when it opens up. I don't want to miss anything.
No problem.
And I hear there's going to be a live news broadcast from that Chase Cassidy, too. Oh, I love him. Wait, why are you silent all of a sudden, Alex?
I hear he's really into Baby Shark.
I mean, that song's obnoxious, but hey, whatever he wants to do, I'm not going to judge him. I mean, I might judge him if he takes his shirt off. Ooh, if he takes his shirt off. Oh, boy. Woo. And she starts fanning herself exactly as I'm doing right now.
Sure, Ma.
I mean, whew. Hopefully it's hot enough where he has to. Or maybe we'll get lucky and I'll go sit in the dunk tank.
Right.
I'd pay $5 to charity to throw Chase Cassidy's shirtless in a dunk tank.
I would not have to pay anything to. I would pay a lot of money to throw a ball at Chase Cassidy.
You're not throwing the ball at him. You're throwing the ball at the bullseye so you can get him in the dunk tank.
Right.
Listen, I just want to see him shirtless.
I meant that's exactly what I meant. Okay, so I guess I should probably stay home tonight then.
As long as you're ready to go for 10 o'clock in the morning so you can be at the carnival, just make sure you check in.
All right.
I was worried about you. You've been quiet. You've been coming home late. I was concerned about you.
I appreciate that, Ma. I'm fine. I'm just getting out. It's okay. Not getting in any trouble. This last few weeks have actually been kind of quiet.
Like I said, I couldn't handle if I found out you were lying to me.
Oh, no. I am, in fact, going to a gym. Which is true out of game.
The way you say that, it doesn't leave me with a lot of confidence, but I'm going to trust you for now.
Thank you. Speaking of which,
10 in the morning.
I'll be here.
If I have to wake you up, it's not going to be pretty.
Oh, no, I'll be... Yeah, I don't sleep in that late.
Yeah. And when she says that, we get a comic note that just slides up, and it just... Her voice bubble saying that, and the comic panel just the dangling frying pans over the oven.
I don't sleep in that late anyway, so... I'll be there. As he said, he actually sets his book bag down. He's like, okay, I guess I'll just leave this here tonight. I'll see you later, Ma. Love ya.
Be good. Love you too, honey.
That he's gonna kind of double time it towards Stormbreaker.
All right. So the last panel is Drake. The last page of our individual stuff now is Drake. And you have been doing everything you can to avoid going back to the nondescript house in the nondescript neighborhood.
With the nondescript yard.
Exactly. Because after everything that's been going on, you know that every chance Kiev has gotten, he has been trying to sit you down and read you the riot act.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, eventually, you're going to have to deal with this, and at some point, you wouldn't be surprised if him or could do it found you not there. So school is over. The bell is rung. What do you do?
Reluctantly, Drake's gonna head home.
Again, to the nondescript house, to the nondescript yard, in the nondescript neighborhood.
The nondescript wall colors.
Yep.
We keep non-describing something.
Eventually, I'll have a descriptive. So you get there and you walk in, and you are immediately met with not just Kiev sitting at the table, but Perduit as well. And they both have a frosty cold adult beverage sitting there. And they both have that father waiting up to like 11 p.m. for the son to come or the daughter to come home look. You know the look. Like the only thing missing is the shotgun. That type of look.
I don't think he needs a shotgun.
No, he's a dragon.
Yeah.
So you see them both sitting at the table. What do you do?
Well, we know Drake's not stealthy, so he just barges in. There's not a stealthy bone in this dragon's body.
No, there is not.
In my defense, we stopped him.
In your defense, this is Kiev talking. In your defense, the entire city was out power for 2 days.
It was a spectacular belly flop.
It was. And had you not decided to transform right then and have lightning strike into a pool, we're probably not having this conversation. Because
Train me better?
I keep trying. Every time you have a convenient excuse as to why you can't.
You put me in school. I'm busy. I've got homework. I've got responsibilities.
Name me one responsibility that we've given you.
I have homework.
I said that we've given you.
You put me in school. I have homework now.
Yes, which should be very easy for you to do.
Have you done this Common Core math? It's so hard.
Well, maybe if you'd ask for help, we can show you a way that's not quite the Common Core bullcrap. Because, yes, I've seen what they do for Common Core. I can't figure it out. I mean, why do they have you do boxes for subtraction? Why can't we just do subtraction normally? And don't get me started on the division side of things, because I can't even figure that out.
See my point?
Either way, that is not a viable excuse.
Fine.
So, here is what we're going to do. You are going to have a job to do this week.
A job? Am I getting
Yes.
paid?
No, you're not getting paid.
So this isn't a job.
This is a job to do. It is part of your responsibilities to this line and to this legacy. The job is quite simple. I assume you know of the carnival coming into town.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to going to that.
Don't you find it a bit odd that we haven't had a carnival in town in almost 20 years, and now all of a sudden, out of the blue, one comes storming into town?
We haven't.
For someone who claims to have been living on the streets and having their ear to the ground, you don't pay much attention.
I was paying more attention to the food than,
Of course you were. Your job is to figure out what exactly is going on with the carnival. We suspect that it is more than meets the eye. Also, and this is the really big test, and we will both be watching, the carnival will be filled with all sorts of delicious. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. You have a job to do. Can't be distracted by French fries or fried dough or cotton candy.
But funnel cake.
You have a job to do. Maybe, just maybe, if you wouldn't shirk your responsibilities and live up to the name that this legacy provides for you, you could be there to enjoy yourself.
Yes,
But
sir.
no, you will be there to do a job. Blending in is fine, but do not get yourself distracted with the food.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now get that book out so we can show you the proper way to do this common core.
Drake pulls out a math book that's about the size of him.
So we get a couple of comic panels of this, and then like Kiev looks at the paper, looks at this big description, logbook, literally takes the math book and just chucks it across the room, leaving a book-sized dent in the wall.
See?
I'm getting rid of that. This is how we do it. And he shows you like the proper way to how to do subtraction and all the division and y equals mx plus b. And you're doing all your fun stuff.
No, I don't want your X back, algebra.
Why?
Oh dear!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you lose a player.
We're done.
I would like to point out that was not my own doing. I was set up for that.
No, you were. You definitely were.
So we sort of get the montage panels of Drake going through and getting, surprisingly for the first time since he's been enrolled in school, all of his homework done. So, Alex, I assume we just get a montage of you working out at the gym, or is there anything else you particularly you would want to do at the Technologies building?
I think at some point I'd like to speak with, is it Soraka?
Yeah.
I think at some point I'd like to speak with him, if he's around. If he's not, then, yeah, he is actually spending most of the time in the gym. If not, like, he's barely even getting on the computer. Like,
Odds or evens?
Odds.
All right, he's there.
Sweet. So after, like, a workout, and he looks...
You know if you're going to find him a good place is probably the roof.
Right. So Alex finishes up. He walks out on the roof. It's probably closer to evening now, but not, like, dark or anything like that.
You definitely see him sort of floating there, working on... You're not entirely sure, but there's definitely some weird hand gesture things going on.
Right.
And we get a note for the comic readers. Anyone who is an avid reader of the Bay City Chronicles, things will recognize the thematic components of magic.
Gotcha. Alex kind of walks up, and he looks exhausted because he's been, like, doing straight workout this entire time.
He didn't skip leg day or arm day or neck day.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And this has been an ongoing thing for him, like almost every single school day, practically. Yeah, and he looks up at Soraka, and he sees this. He looks like he's about to say something. He sees this and is just kind of looking up at all, he hasn't really seen magic that close before. Like, he clearly knows it exists and whatnot, but he's never actually, like, that's a thing. So he's just kind of staring up at it.
So he's sort of so focused on the magic that he's doing, he doesn't realize you're there, and he completes the spell. Mm-hmm. And basically what he's doing is working on, trying to perfect, like, small, precise things. So, you know how when you would take the two soda bottles and tie them together and have the soda cyclone?
Yeah.
He's got that, but between his hands, and it's wind.
Oh, wow.
And he sort of looks at it, and and is trying to control it, and then sort of, like, releases it, and it just sort of starts to float, and then starts to sort of twirl, 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 and you're kind of right behind him where it's going to land. So, how much in awe of the tornado are you?
Enough to see it coming and roll out of the way.
Okay.
Like he's watching it really close. He's like, "Hey, that's coming right toward." Ah!
Yeah, so it sort of lands, sort of digs into the ground where you were, just sort of burns a little hole in it, kind of like one of these things with a pen, to sort of.
Right.
And he just sort of looks around. Oh, didn't realize anyone was up here.
I just got up here. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you're not interrupting. As you can see, I still have some work to do on that one.
Yes. Hey, do you got a sec? I wanted to ask you something.
I mean, yeah, what's up?
Well, something you said to me the first time we met, and when we met back at the sound stage, we had talked about how to balance kind of everything.
Yeah.
I was honestly wondering if there was any advice you could give me on that, because it's harder than I thought it was.
Well, I would start with not obsessing over one thing.
Right.
There are different parts to your life. And you're not going to be able to focus on all of them all of the time. That's just the nature of how it is. But don't become so singularly focused on one thing. That's the part. You have to be willing to take a step back and let your friends or your team handle things every now and
then. I've been coming up here almost every day ever since I was given access, and
for hours and hours.
You know, at first it was because it's a really cool place, and Dr. Casey was showing me a bunch about computers too, and it was technology. It was cool, and then I find myself drawn to working out a lot because I want to be stronger, both in this form and the other form.
Because you are afraid of what might happen if you're not strong enough, right?
Yeah.
Because you look at what could happen. You look at what happened with Declan, Gianna, when you fought him on the pier, and how you couldn't do a thing to help her after you grabbed her.
Yeah, I think so.
You look at all of the mistakes you and your team have made, and you're doing everything you can to try and make it so that doesn't happen.
I have this strong urge to want to protect them by making sure that they're never in danger.
That's the problem. You can't guarantee they're never going to be in danger. All you're going to do by taking that attitude, you're going to hinder yourself, and you're going to hinder. The best thing you can do to keep them safe is to find a way to balance yourself. They are strong enough. They are very strong enough, very much strong enough to keep themselves safe. If your sole focus is on not letting them get danger, you're going to put yourself into danger more often than not. And at this point, he is attempting to shift your weight.
I can't reject him.
You cannot reject him. He is shifting your danger up in your...
Superior?
Yes, superior.
Danger up and superior down?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he's not telling you can't be a savior. He's telling you what you're doing is dumb, and you're going to put yourself in danger by doing it.
Actually, that's why I thought he was going to raise my savior up and danger down, but okay.
Nope.
I honestly thought that's where that was going. Okay.
Nope.
Strange. He just looks up and he's like, I know. But I've been... ever since Dad died, Then Mom today noticed I haven't been around much, and...
At this point, he lands and and floats down to you. Look, I know a lot about dealing with family dying, parents dying. It never gets easier to a point. But you learn how to deal with it. You never forget who they were, but you have to learn to move on. You have to learn that you're never going to replace them, but you have to learn to just be there for the people who matter to you.
But what if they come after my mom? Like, they already captured Uncle Ted once. And what if I'm not strong enough to stop them?
That's the eternal question. That's where you have to step up and do everything you can to make sure they're safe. He looks down. Speaking of, I should probably get home to make sure. Anyway, I'm around to talk more if you. And as he flies off, he sort of goes back. Oh, and do me a favor. Keep my brother safe, will you? And he flies off.
Who's your brother? Does Alex actually know that answer? I don't know if he does.
No, he does not.
Gosh.
That was his way of, because technically this version, like if we're going like in canon here for a minute, technically this version of Sirocco is more Janus than Legacy.
Right.
So that was his sort of wink and a nod to his mask move.
Gotcha. Okay. And with that, Alex is gonna pack up everything. He looks a little stiff because, workout, whatnot, but he's gonna make his way.
Yeah.
He's gonna make his way home.
So, Gianna, is anything happening at your house this fine evening, or is it just a night of movie and popcorn with Sassy and company?
Well, what is going to be happening is that when Gianna gets home, this is the day before Carnival, right?
Yep, this is Friday night.
Okay. There's going to be a nice scene of Gianna. She's sitting in her room, and she's kind of like thinking really hard as she like looks ahead, and she's going to be and then Mr. Moth holding up a purple skirt.
Yes, I love this so much.
And also like a green and orange polka dotted blouse. And she's gonna be looking at that. And she's gonna be like, I don't know. Do those really go together? Got a nod.
Yeah, we just gonna see like Mr. Moth is nodding, Sassy's nodding in the background, going big thumbs up.
Well, if you say so. I want to look really pretty.
Is there a third one we haven't met yet?
There is.
So
but I don't think Nessie would fit in there.
You just get we just get like an imaginary panel behind him of Nessie just shaking its head, going, "No, what's wrong with you two? No!"
She is the only female. What are you doing?
No, don't.
But that's mostly what Gianna is doing that evening. But also, as it gets later into the evening, and normally folks will be going to bed, it's important to note that Gianna herself is actually specifically staying up in her room. And she's doing her best to keep herself awake by, like, reading continuously.
For what reason? If I may ask. You
Well,
don't have to tell me.
I'll just give a nice hint, I guess. As we see her doing this, every once in a while, as it gets even later, like, past midnight, you'll see her occasionally, like, kind of look up into the shadows of her room, and she'll kind of shudder a little bit as she kind of goes back to reading and just kind of shakes her head and says, "Doesn't."
What was that?
She says, "Doesn't have to be real" to herself as she looks back down from the shadows.
Okay. We will turn the page. We will start back with Drake. You know that this is now the morning of the carnival. You know you have your marching orders. Are you awake before 9 o'clock?
It's a school day, right, or no?
No, it's a Saturday.
Oh, God, no.
9 o'clock comes, and you get this bang, bang, bang on the door. Bang, bang, bang.
I'm up. Hey.
And you get this, I'm respecting your privacy by knocking, but asserting my authority as your guardian by coming in. And the door opens, and all of a sudden you hear what is basically the sound of wooden spoons on pans. Bang, 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 bang. And there's 2 of them.
I said I'm up.
Yes, but every other time you say you're up, you go back to sleep. So you have a job to do. You're getting up.
Fine. I'm up. Let me get my. Let me my.
By the time you shower, there'll be pancakes.
Hey, okay, shower.
So why don't you go ahead and describe the scenes that happen between getting out of the shower and getting to the carnival?
Okay, so through the shower, you see Drake just as a blur. It's the cartoon blur of literally in the shower, out of the shower, squeaky clean, dry, dressed in under like 30 seconds. Like it's the fastest shower you've ever seen.
The fastest non-speed shower.
There are pancakes involved.
So I'm assuming we get like the Scooby-Doo size stack,
which is immediately inhaled. Unhinged jaw. Insert pancakes. Swallow pancakes whole.
We just get the comic panel of Drake's eyes going like slot machine shuffle to pancake, pancake, and then someone holds up a syrup and we're
Exactly. So, Drake has also procured a new phone.
Oh! Did he share his number with us?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So, on the way to the carnival, Drake's texting Alex and Gigi that he's on the way to the carnival and they need to keep him away from the food.
Alex gets this text and says, "You have asked the impossible, sir."
I don't know what they'll do to me. So the follow-up, I don't know what they'll do to me, but if I'm distracted by food, it won't end well.
Gigi texts back, so should I not pack you a lunch?
Lunch is probably fine, Gigi. Thank you. But I think they're referencing the carnival food.
Alex texts back, "Okay, I'll make sure to keep you away from the french fries and the fried dough and the funnel cakes, as Mom and I have a couple."
That all sounds delicious. Come on, let's go. Hurry up. Meet me at the place.
All right, so we're going to get to zoom in on Alex's text message, and then we'll get the zoom out is to, hey, we're at Alex's house, and I'm assuming you're up long before the
yeah, he's like up at 8:30. It's a weekday, so he slept in a little bit, but he's up by 8:30. He's already been in the shower. He does look a little sore. He's fine, but he's a little stiff in places, but he's okay.
Yeah, he's walking gingerly.
Yeah. It's noticeable, especially to his mother.
You really have been hitting that gym hard, haven't you, sweetheart?
Yeah, I should probably back off a bit.
Yeah, you're not going to put on 20 pounds of muscle in 1 week. It just doesn't work that way.
No. Yeah, I'm really not trying to put on muscle. I just want to be fit, I guess.
Anyway, I would have offered you over easy, but I always break the yoke, so you're getting over hard.
That's fine.
And when I say over hard, I mean over hard.
Yeah.
These are like one step away from bouncing off the wall rubber.
Yeah, he's probably used to it by now.
Yeah. So the eggs are overcooked, the bacon is undercooked, and the toast is burnt.
Aw.
I don't mind the undercooked bacon as much, but yeah. Bacon is fine. That and the glass of milk cover everything else. So it's whatever. So he eats breakfast pretty quickly, with Mom, whatever. He stands up and's like, "All right, so Mom, we heading over to the festival?"
Well, of course. I'm ready to go. Are you? And normally she's in she's in casual lounging around the house cleaning clothes. She's actually done herself up nice. Her hair, she's pulled her hair up into a ponytail, the working woman's ponytail. She's got a decent pair of jeans on, a good shirt. It's early fall, so she's got she's got a vest on. So she's looking decent.
Yeah, I'm ready, Ma. As comic readers would see that he pulls up his he kind of reaches behind him to make sure that his morpher is still behind him, in his little belt pouch thing, or his belt whatnot, under his shirt whatnot. And he's just heading up, just make sure he's got it.
So the final panel we get is we zoom into the front of Gianna's house, and we see Hunter approaching, and he has gone way almost too far. He is in dress slacks. He's in a nice button-down shirt, button-down, and it's this yellow and orange and red thing. He almost looks like a pumpkin. He's got a black vest over that. His hair has been spiked. He never spikes it, so his hair has been spiked. He looks all prim and proper.
Meanwhile,
meanwhile, what's Gianna looking like?
Gianna comes walking out. She has a nice little brown plastic bag with her. And she's walking out, and she's wearing that bright purple skirt, along with, of course, the green blouse with bright orange polka dots all over it. And she also has a very nice, bright purple scrunchie tied around her puff in the back there to complete the look.
Yeah, and we get the scene of Hunter's about ready to knock on the door as Gianna opens it. Hi, Gigi.
Wow. You look kind of like a punk.
I mean, it is fall. I mean, isn't that a good color?
It is. That's great.
Good.
Look,
good.
I got orange too.
I see that. Yeah. You look good.
Oh, thank you very much. I like your shirt. It's really colorful.
Thank you. I even ironed it. And as you look, there's a little burn mark where you can tell he over-ironed the sleeve of the shirt.
Oh. One day I'll have to show you how to iron, Hunter. I do it for my dad all the time when he's busy.
Yeah, it was. We're not going to talk about that. And we get a flashback panel to the pumpkin shirt was not his initial choice. He had this regular and blue one, but he's ironing it, and then he holds it up, and there's just an iron hole where the pocket would be. And he's just And in the next room, we just he's got this look on his face, and we just see Ven in the next room just face palming, what the hell?
You know what? Never mind. Don't bother keeping my brother safe. Just whatever.
There's nothing you can do for this.
So are you excited for the carnival?
Yeah, I really am. I can't wait. I mean, I've never been to one.
You've never been... I guess we haven't had one in the city.
Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah. I was going to say, according to you, it'd been never in our lives.
Yes.
Yeah. Well... Yeah, so I mean, I'm really excited. I've always heard good things about them. Should we get going?
Yeah. Let me just make sure I lock up, and I want to make sure I got everything to go. And she's got to rub her eyes for a bit, and she kind of was she's like, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting something. I'll be right back. And so she runs back inside to make sure she has her backpack with her, so to make sure she put away all the goodies that she might win at the carnival. And then she trots out. And she said, okay, I'm ready.
So they start walking, and they get about 2 blocks away, and you see Hunter sort of sneak down and try and hold Gigi's hand.
Aww.
Do
Gigi, what do?
Do I notice that he's doing this?
Oh, 100%. Like you can feel
Okay.
him. You can feel him trying to get to your hand. Because you're still like you're not walking shoulder to shoulder. You're sort of like walking a little bit like that awkward ways. He's like trying to reach for it.
Okay. So he's trying to reach for it. As he reaches for her hand, she's going to politely move her hand up to adjust the strap of her backpack so she can get a better hold on it as she starts walking.
He pulls his hand over and he sort of just like, and he looks like super embarrassed.
And she's going to try her very best not to make it look like she noticed.
Nice.
Nice. So, for the sake of plot comic convenience, everyone is going to arrive at the entrance to the carnival at the same time. So we get Drake and Alex and Mrs. Stanton and Gigi and Hunter are all at the carnival at the same time. So you guys sort of all approach the entrance, and it's a big, like, it's in the middle of the big park. From issue 1, like where you guys ended up sort of fighting the Fallen Star. So it's taken up this whole park. There's the midway section with a Ferris wheel, a tilt-a-whirl, the pirate ship, like a whole bunch of rides there, like the little mini version of like the tower drop ride there for the little kids, like the frog hopper. There is like the arcade segment. It's set up like this thing is ridiculously over the top for a carnival.
Huh.
Well, that's convenient that y'all got here at the same time.
Oh, hey, Drake. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Hunter. Guys,
Wow.
this is my mom.
Oh, wow, you brought your mom!
Well, she technically brought me because she drove. Ma, this is Drake from my classes, Gigi from my school, Gianna from my school, and Hunter also from my school.
Hi, Alex, Mom.
Hi, Mrs. Stanton.
So you're the ones who are friends of my son, huh?
Yeah, he's really
Yeah,
brave and really nice.
Look, can you guys do me a favor?
What's that?
Can you tell him he needs to stop going to the gym for 6 hours a day? It doesn't do him any good.
Going for 6 hours?
Alex just kind of gives a head rub and doesn't really look at her as she says that.
I mean, looks like 6 minutes. Look at his scrawny arms.
I know, I haven't even gotten anything yet. It's going to take a while.
Oh, Drake. This is for you. And she gives the brown bag.
Thank you. Drake slides it into his backpack.
All right, so you guys get to go ahead and explore the carnival.
Ooh!
Woo!
We're all going to take a little turns. Go ahead and describe, where you're going, what you're doing, how you are exploring the carnival.
Does my mom come with me?
That's entirely up to you for now. If she may, like, she's eventually going to end up at the Chase Cassidy presentation,
Right.
So, because she like she's already said like she's finding her way over there, so she'll probably be with you until you guys reach the Chase Cassidy side of things.
Right.
So she's gonna be going to that, and she's got her money ready to pay to try and put him in the dunk tank.
Right. So
Again, she wants to see shirtless Chase Cassidy.
Right. So before we get there, Alex would kind of walk along with her and just enjoy the surroundings, grab a few fried dough balls, whatnot, and probably plays a few of the games like the ring toss and the throw the ball at the cups and whatnot, and Alex may be throwing slightly harder than he probably has any right to. Nothing too. Alex is with his mom is not doing anything overly exciting. He's clearly eyeing some of the rides that he wants to go on when he can get away from her.
All right, so the whole sort of crew was watching this, and Drake and Gianna and Hunter all know why he is throwing with a little extra force at this trying to dunk Chase Cassidy thing.
Oh, no, wait. When I was just talking about like the cups and whatnot. When we get there,
okay.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
No.
Something special for that one.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. If he's there already, Alex runs in line and is eagerly waiting, throwing balls at a target to dunk Chase Cassidy.
Well, we will get to that in a minute, and that'll be the end of it. So
that's fine.
So you stop by the Midway Games. All right, Drake, what are you doing?
One moment.
One moment.
Yeah.
Okay. We hear some carnival music going on in the background.
So Drake's like described in the opening, is over doing the hammer, smashing
the hammer game.
Trying to smash that, trying to do the milk bottles, the ring toss, trying to win some prizes, trying to get some goodies, trying to avoid the food, which is on the other side of the. Yeah, riding a couple of rides nearby.
Okay. Gianna, what are you and Hunter doing?
Okay, Gianna is going to be running around and kind of dragging Hunter with her a bit to look at some of the different stuff that's going on, some of the different prizes they can win.
I'm assuming this is like she's grabbing him not by the hand but by the arm, dragging him, stumbling, trying to follow.
Like by the sleeve. She's trying to grab him and say, "Oh, look at that, look at that!" And she's got to be like looking at the ball, throwing things where you can like win the giant stuffed tiger, and like looking at the different like things where you can throw a ball into a ring and all that stuff. Just, oh, you're good at throwing things. Like, can you win any of this stuff?
I can try, and thankfully you have thankfully triggered the first of many potential custom moves here for this session.
Ooh.
When the game is rigged from the start.
Aww.
So, when the game is rigged from the start, state whether you're using your powers or not. If using powers, roll plus freak. If not, roll plus mundane. On a hit, choose 1. On a 10 plus, you overhear something you shouldn't from the carny. The GM will tell you what. And the 3 things you get to choose for are win a prize for someone, take influence over them, ask them what the prize you won is. Impress a crowd of onlookers in clear condition, explain how you impressed them, or have a meaningful scene with a teammate, then hold 1. Spend that hold to appear in a scene with them whenever you want.
Aww.
On a miss, you try too hard to the point of embarrassment. If you used your powers, something unseen is alerted to your presence at the carnival. If you did not use your powers, mark a condition and explain exactly what happened. And before we go too far, I do want to shout out, in the chat rail, you see Battle Danny there in the chat. This move actually came from her brilliant mind, so give a little shout-out love to her. I asked, she delivered.
Nice.
So, you've asked for Hunter to start and throw some prizes for you, have you not?
I have, and I have an idea with this.
All right, so he is going to go ahead, and he is definitely not using powers because he's a beacon. He doesn't have any.
I was going to say, I don't think he's got any, yeah.
He does not have any. So, and Drake and Alex both did say you were doing the games as well, so you will get to do this here in a second. So he is going to go ahead and roll if the game is rigged. So, in this case, that is a full hit, so he is 100% winning a prize. He's definitely winning. You said, hey, you're good at throwing things because you win me a prize. He's definitely, because he's trying to, like, in his mind, this is a date, even though it's the most awkward date ever. So
As they all are.
He is totally winning you a prize. So, what is this prize?
Oh, goodness, okay. She wants to get the giant, like, overstuffed, like, somehow super fat stuffed tiger that doesn't look at all like a tiger should. It's still a tiger. It's got stripes. And it's somehow blue. So, yeah.
So, I mean, he'll get you the prize. He hands you it in terms of like, here you go.
Oh, you did great! Oh, thanks, Hunter. And she gives him like a big hug, and she like gets the tigers. Oh, I didn't know you were gonna win. Oh.
And we get the close up of his face, just like beet red with this huge smile on his face.
It's like my turn. I'm gonna win you something too.
All right. So, are you using your powers or not?
I actually have an idea here.
Okay, explain this.
What I want to do is I want to have Gianna, like, actually try to throw it normally.
Uh-huh.
And then because the game is rigged and she would fail, use her powers to knock over the bottles in.
Okay, so what we're going to do first is we are going to roll plus mundane.
Okay.
because you said you are not using your powers on the initial attempt.
Should I worry about my conditions in this stint?
If you have the one that's, if you have the condition mark that is for mundane stuff,
Yes.
unmark it for this.
Okay.
So if you have angry mark.
Correct. Okay, so rolling this.
Yeah, because those negatives only actually apply to the things it says it did.
They actually apply to those moves, not any of these. Correct.
Okay, so here we go. Regular hit.
Hey!
Okay. So.
Okay, so
You don't actually even need to use your powers to do that. So you get to again choose one, and I will get to the what you over here at the end of. So I do have it marked down that you get you at least have one over here. So you get to choose one of them as well.
okay, I'm definitely gonna win something for Hunter because he won me something.
Yay!
Aww.
That's not emasculating at all.
No, not at all, because he got the 10, so he just barreled through the milk bottles. Yours
That's
was,
true.
and it like
I got it!
tipped and got it. Yeah, exactly. So in addition to this stuffed tiger, well, give me 1 second, I will show you what you win for Hunter.
Show you.
Oh, he's going. Oh, I know what it is.
If I have it here, if I don't have it close by, I'm not going to bother.
You could just go to the grocery store and sure you'll buy it. They come in a bunch.
I unfortunately do not have it close by.
Aww.
It's a shame.
So I don't have a picture because apparently I left it in the living room earlier. But what you do get is you get the giant tiger. So he's like, oh, I want that one, and you know exactly why he picks that one because his powers are throwing boomerangs.
Yeah.
So he picks the giant stuffed banana.
Of course. Makes sense. It looks like a giant boomerang.
Yep. So you have the giant tiger, and he has this adorable giant stuffed banana.
Aww. We both won something. This is great.
And this, yeah, I can't. And since you already technically had influence over Hunter, you also get to do a label shift.
Oh dear. Well, he did really good at throwing that ball. He didn't use his powers. I'd say plus mundane, so it was pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm going to tell you, don't bother with the shift because his mundane's already at 3, and he's definitely accepting this because he's trying on a date because he threw this great, and then you just did it, and he's kind of feeling a little insecure right now.
Oh no!
He just
I'm
gave
sorry.
me condition.
He's not rejecting that influence because he's trying to make this work as a date, as adorable as this
I
is.
feel bad now. Oh well.
So he's definitely feeling a little insecure about that because why does she need me if she can just do it herself? All right, so Alex, you said you were playing some of the carnival games as well.
Yes.
So again,
he's
roll the move.
not going to use his powers because his powers really don't apply to either of these games. So
No, fair enough.
So it's just roll mundane, right?
Yeah, just plus mundane. Yep.
Oh!
Ooh. Okay, so mark potential. And on a miss, you try to the point of embarrassment. Since you did not use your powers, mark a condition and explain exactly what happened.
Okay, so he's gonna mark insecure because what happens is, again, he's at the game. This is the game where you throw the ball at the cups, to.
So this is the same one that Gianna and Hunter are at.
Right, yeah. So he takes the ball, he winds up, and he throws it directly straight down into the ground, basically, and it bounces up and hits the cardi right in the nose. And Alex is like, ah! Oh, sorry! Oh, sorry. Oh, that's... That looked like that hurt. Oh, I'm sorry.
He reaches over, and as he goes to put the paper towel over his hand, you can definitely tell that's one heck of a bloody nose.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's bad on me. Yeah, sorry. I never said I was good at these games.
All right, Drake. You were also said you were doing this. Are you at the milk bottles game as well, or are you at the hammer game?
But I just want to mention I have a +3 to mundane. Just want to throw that out there.
You're playing at Janus. Januses never make their mundane rolls. It's just pre-written into it.
It's like they have a condition.
Right.
I like to point out the fact that the Nova made the mundane roll.
Yes, I know.
Also, I'm not saying Drake isn't sitting there giggling with like a paper bag trying to put it over the banana. But he's absolutely sitting there with a paper bag trying to put it over the banana.
All right, so Drake, you are also. What game are you playing?
So Drake is playing the hammer game.
Okay, so are you using your powers or not?
Drake's probably trying to use his powers.
Okay, so in this case, roll plus freak. Also, unmark hopeless before you roll. Or it doesn't matter. The plus 2 doesn't matter. You still fail. Because the plus 2 would have given you a 6, so you still fail. So you're sitting there and you're just kabang, kabang, and like we described on the cover, you just can't manage to kabang it enough. So you did use your powers. So go ahead and you get to mark potential, and something now knows you're here. You don't know what because it's unseen, but something now knows you're here.
Great.
Yeah.
That won't come back to bite me in a minute.
Of course not. Why would it ever do that? So the three of you, so Hunter, Gianna, and Alex, who are all sitting around the milk cartons game, after you sort of bop this guy in the nose, like he's going and he's talking to someone up in the back, and they're talking a little loud. He's like, damn kids, it's gonna suck. I'm not gonna be able to put the mask on when everything goes down. Oh, God.
And we hear this.
That's what you hear. And then he keeps talking like, look, just go to medical tent, get it taken care of, and as long as you're not anywhere near the House of Mirrors, you should be okay.
Dun dun dun.
So that's what you guys overhear.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, it was kind of. He said that kind of loud.
Yeah.
That's not a performer, is it?
He said something was going down. That's probably not a good thing. Plus, I kind of mentioned this, but I'm here on a job because why is the carnival here for the first time in 20 years?
Has it been 20 years?
I think we have a problem.
Oh. How did we...
Oh, where's your date, Alex?
I don't... My mother is not a date, Gianna!
Wait, hold on. I mean, it's technically a date, isn't it? Isn't
No.
it, Alex?
No, it's not. Not even close.
Also,
Alex mom's got it going on.
She's all I want, and I've waited for so long.
I'm picturing it now.
So Hunter and Drake are sitting there doing that with the bag on the banana.
Alex was gonna just go. Don't chase Cassidy in a tub.
No, I'm good. I don't want to see him in a tub.
I was talking to my mom.
Wait, your mom likes that creep?
Yes.
Ooh, ugh. Feels so dirty.
I know.
Isn't he kind of old?
Well, so is she.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Gianna, maybe someday you'll understand.
Wait, Chase Cassidy is here.
Yes, he is.
Isn't that... that could be bad, right? Usually bad things happen when he's around.
Yes, and we've just heard that from the Carney, so yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit high alert.
So you just heard that information from the Carney. What do you do?
I think we need to take a look around. I'm going to assess the situation.
Alrighty! I was hoping somebody would do that.
I'm gonna say somebody else should assess the situation.
You said you were assessing the situation, so you are assessing the
Trust me, you don't want me to.
Dang it.
I'll
Okay.
just find the food.
Okay. This is gonna go bad.
Probably
Yes.
is.
We have one team in the pool, don't we?
You do have one team in the pool. If somebody wants to spend it,
Somebody want to spend it to help?
Yes, I can have Gianna help.
Perfect.
A bit of a height boost.
How are you helping?
Well, how are you trying to assess the situation, by the way?
Walking around listening to more carnies.
So going full Scooby-Doo. So.
Yes.
Huh. Okay, not exactly what I was thinking. So what she can help you do is
You know what? He's probably playing more games. You know, because the carny set it around a game, right? So he's probably out playing other games, like trying to listen as much as possible.
Okay. So that means then, while you're doing that, Gianna's gonna try to help it, make it look like you're doing okay at the games, like occasionally having sassy, like knock over the bottles every once in a while, and like pull this down and pull that down.
Perfect. Okay, we can do that. We will keep team referenced here in the chat.
I should put a graphic on the screen somehow.
You should. I could probably actually add a text graphic very easily if I wanted to. Yeah. I just need to remember how to do that.
Oh, you mean on, like, Roll20?
On Roll20, yeah.
That'd be nice. That way I can see it even on...
There. It's there now.
There we go.
So this happens. So you're going around, and so when you assess the situation on a 7 to 9, ask 1. Take +1 while acting on the answer.
What is the most what is the question? Hold on.
Your questions are: what here can I use to blank?
No.
What here is the biggest threat?
There it is. What here is the biggest threat?
What here is the biggest threat? Well, what what you're listening to is because you now know what you're listening for and all that. There's definite chatter about how they're trying to close up shop a little bit earlier than people will probably expect to be ready for everything. You definitely see, like, you look a little bit when you get a chance to, like, the hooks underneath. There's definite gas masks hooked underneath these things. So what here is the biggest threat is whatever this thing that is going to be more than likely dispersed into the air. You can probably figure out it's some sort of aerial dispersal thing. Because there's gas masks involved. So the biggest threat is probably whatever the heck this thing that's being dispersed is going to be.
Conveys all this information via text message to everybody.
It's gonna be gas?
That's a problem.
Wait, why would they be doing that in the first place, Gianna? Text me.
Don't know.
Can we make everybody leave?
Well, that would be hard to do. Something this massive.
I have an idea.
What's that?
I turn into a dragon and light a giant fire.
Okay. That would be a bad idea.
I said it was an idea!
You did. And I appreciate that. That would be a bad one. Think about what your not father, but those guys at your house would think.
We would have saved the people, though.
But we don't want people to get mad at you either.
Not sure we would have saved the people if they all run out of here in a panic.
Well, y'all got anything else?
Well, if we can find the poison stuff, maybe we can just hide it.
Yes, that's a good idea.
At this point, Hunter looks up. Well, didn't they say something about the House of Mirrors?
Yeah, we can just go there. I bet it's all hidden underneath it.
Oh yes, I'm sure this is going to go great. Let's go.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I guess.
You don't sound very excited.
I'm not sure about this whole House of Mirrors thing. I've only heard bad things about them.
About the House of Mirrors? Like what?
I mean, there's just so many. There's just reflections everywhere.
Everywhere?
Everywhere.
Are you scared of your reflection?
No, but what happens? What happens when you break a mirror? Think about all the bad luck we with those mirrors.
Alex walks up to Hunter and just looks at him and goes, Hunter, we're going. My mother's here. We're going to figure this out. Let's go.
We won't break the mirrors. Okay, I probably will break the mirrors. You won't.
I'll try not to.
Okay. So it's your typical sort of like House of Mirrors. Like anytime you've seen a House of Mirrors in a cartoon, it is that level of House of Mirrors.
Jeez, all right.
So my assumption here is Drake's going to immediately run in and run smack dab right into a mirror.
Oh, absolutely.
Head first.
We're not
into a mirror, 100%.
We're not going in there, are we?
Of course we are.
Yeah. So why don't you go ahead and each person take a minute to describe, like you walk in and describe your reflection in one of the funhouse mirror.
Drake doesn't see his because he just smacked his head right into the mirror, to be honest.
That's fair.
He was ready.
Alex has, like, you know, the one that goes wide, so, you know, he looks like, you know, he's been stretched out this way. It's like, you know, I was trying to get some muscle here, but this is ridiculous.
Completely unreinforcing his trips to the gym.
Right, yeah. It's like, this is ridiculous, and it sucks.
Is Gianna with Hunter or is she alone?
It's up to you. I'll leave that up to you.
Let's say they get separated. I think it's up to House.
Okay.
But Gianna's gonna go into one of those hallways where you start seeing, like, tons and tons and tons and tons of reflections of yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually, like, kind of looks around, kind of actually scared, and she's kind of looking into her own eyes, and she's kind of, like, whipping around, like, seeing herself staring at herself, and it's making her really kind of panic a little bit. She kind of, like, huddles up a little bit.
Okay. We'll address that in a second. And at this point, Hunter is just sort of, he walks in, sees Drake do that, and just like, nope, I'm out, and he just books it out of the House of Mirrors. He's like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that.
So he abandoned his date.
Wow.
I'm marking points off your tip.
Marking points off the tip. So we so at this point, you know, so we have that, and as you guys are sort of meandering around this House of Mirrors, you start to hear this. Well, welcome to my menagerie of
what? You cut out.
Menagerie of mirrors.
So there's not animals in here. It's not a menagerie. It's a hall.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure the way you act, you're an animal.
I mean, kind of am.
But I will give you credit. Because not very many people come in here. Especially not when the sign on the front says closed. So you obviously heard something you probably shouldn't. Am I right?
No, he just really wanted to see the House of Mirrors.
I wanted to test the structural integrity.
Yes, the structural integrity is just. But since you're here, I suppose we can play a little game. I mean,
Ooh, I like games.
Assuming you want to save everybody there.
I knew it.
Oh, of course. So, here's the game we're going to play. If you attempt to evacuate the carnival, I set off the machine.
Right.
If you attempt to let anybody else aside from your group of people know, I set off the machine. If you do anything to deviate from the game we are playing, I set off the machine.
You set off the machine?
Oh, yeah. Do we recognize his voice at all?
We're not afraid of you, stage fright.
Yeah, exactly.
You do recognize the voice. It is in fact Stage Fright.
Yes, I knew it.
Runt.
He has at least a good MO. I like his consistency.
Right.
Yep.
Very consistent.
Very consistent, yeah.
That's the best part about villains, is they need to be consistent and over the top.
Right.
So
where's your robots for me to break this time?
oh no robots here. Or maybe they're everywhere. This is a carnival after all.
Yeah, it's not on TV, though.
No, but look at the size of the audience.
I mean, okay, yeah,
All
fair
the
point.
world's a stage and I'm the star.
Can't be the star if you're hiding behind mirrors.
I'm not hiding behind mirrors. You're the one stuck here in the house, aren't you?
What do you want us to do?
Oh, that's very simple.
He wants
I
us to play a
want
game.
you to play a game.
Okay.
It's a simple game, really. Of follow the leader. Follow the instructions, and you might just make it to where the device is before it goes boom.
Okay.
Or you might just not make it, and then the device goes boom. It'd be a pity if that happened, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, what were the rules again?
Kinda.
Yeah, we don't really know yet. You haven't given us much
Well,
of a...
the first rules where you said like the stuff that we couldn't.
Can't
No
tell.
alerting anybody. No trying to evacuate. No deviating from the rules of the game.
You said
No running away from the game. Basically, you're playing, or things go boom.
alerting anybody means us, right?
Oops.
You know, anybody else, if you do anything to alert anybody at all, that something may be wrong. Kaboom.
I probably shouldn't have texted the police then. He doesn't actually
You say that out loud?
No, he doesn't actually say that. Because he
Gianna
did.
she was probably texting Hunter as like Stage Fright was talking.
Right.
He qualifies in your group.
Okay, good. Because Gianna was texting Hunter as like Stage Freak was talking. It's
Oh,
like,
Hunter knows,
Stage
yeah.
House of Mirrors.
So here's the first bit. It's amazing what happens when you just change your perspective on things. Good luck.
I don't like this.
Have we entered into battle against a dangerous foe yet?
Nope,
Yes,
Okay.
because he's not.
because he's not a dangerous foe.
How is he not a dangerous foe?
Because he doesn't have any strength.
You're not in battle right now. You're playing his game. Oh, don't worry. There will be battle coming soon. Because somebody decided they were going to use their powers and fail.
Yeah, I have an idea who that's going to be.
Oh, you're 100% correct in who that is.
Good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Great.
Alex looks around and is like, so what are we even doing now?
He said, follow the leader, change your perspective. But all I'm
who's-
seeing are mirrors.
The leader.
Me?
I always think it was our.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I kind of do my own thing a lot of
Hold
the
up,
time.
how are we
Yeah,
communicating?
We're all talking to each
We're-
other.
talking to each other.
Okay, so are we actually in the same room and like seeing each other?
Yeah.
I would assume so,
Well,
yeah.
we're in the Hall of Mirrors. I'm not sure
So-
we're standing next to each other, but you can yell through the mirrors.
One thing of note. For the duration of this game, there will be another question on the Assess the Situation panels.
Okay.
And that question is, how can I translate what Stage Fright is saying?
Oh, no. He speaks in riddles and
Mhm.
TGE.
Right.
Yeah.
TGE riddles. Well,
Yes.
We fail these more often than we succeed.
Oh, come on. Just raise your marks a little, gentlemen. That's all.
So Alex
So-
is looking around and whatnot around the room, and he kind of looks up towards like the ceiling.
Well, can we turn the mirrors upside down?
I wonder if
I mean, the answer is yes, we probably can.
I don't think it's the mirrors that are gonna do anything.
Oh, what if we stand upside down, like on our heads and stuff?
Alex actually lays on the ground, like kind of like looking, trying to look to see if there's like anything underneath the mirrors or like just some low spot on the wall that could give him any kind of idea of where to go.
There is. I mean, you can certainly roll to assess the situation if you'd like.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do that's. I guess that's what I was.
Yep.
Explaining he was doing.
Yep. You can absolutely roll to assess the situation.
Nope.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I mean, I have a -2 to this roll, so yeah.
Yep. So.
Go ahead.
So you are on the ground, sort of looking, and you're crawling, and you crawl, and you click, you trigger something. The next thing you know, the hollow mirror starts to shake a little bit, and there are 3 mirrors that just fall right on top of Alex.
Ah!
I'd like you to take a powerful blow. All right, on a 7 to 9, choose one. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
So Alex is going to... What is he going to do? Hold on. Shoot. Alright, so... Alex is going to... gonna start. So the next comic panel is Alec, like, you know, the just the symbols like in the bubble as he's like, you know, making a lot of swearing and whatnot, and says something like, "Drake, for crying out loud, you're a dragon. Do something."
Roll to provoke.
You know how that's gonna go because I also have a -2 to that roll too.
I mean, it's either going to go bad or I'm going to go bad.
Oh, dear!
Snake eyes!
I roll the snake eyes with a -2.
Oh, my! So do we rename you just Dark Falls now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, my word.
I mean, it makes sense because last time I was getting all green numbers, so, you know, it's whatever.
So, you hear Drake as he's trying to yell up from that, and then you hear you hear what he says, and you hear a familiar female voice say, "You know he's right. You probably should do something, like not attract attention to yourself while trying to beat a rigged game." And standing there in front of you is, in her bright pink skin-tight outfit, it is everyone's favorite debutante turned bringer of destruction.
You.
Did you miss me, Drake?
Not really. Also, Alex, didn't hear a word you said, but you gotta do something stupid here anyway.
I know what you said, but I'm gonna do something stupid.
I know you were trying to get me to do something stupid. I didn't hear what you said, but I'm gonna do something stupid anyway.
Dear.
So, Drake is obviously going to do the whole... Like, at this point, he knows what's here. Well aware. Is going to do the whole dragon transformation. This time a little differently from what we've seen.
Okay.
Much more wind involved.
Hmm.
Like a very angry, stormy wind.
Okay. So you get the sort of, there's a swirling, and one of the side effects of swirling wind is the mirrors push off of Alex a little bit. And as you see this sort of wind, you see, what color is Drake this time right now?
Green.
Okay, so you see this green dragon standing there, and you also see, well, her.
So, if I may, before the mirrors get left off of him,
You may.
the only thing you guys hear is a very muffled see, as when the mirrors get flown off of him, he's now in morphed form.
And Gianna's actually got a charge of burn as well when Drake goes into dragon form.
Okay, go ahead and charge that burn.
Does it automatically account for the conditions I have, or do I need to have that manually?
It will take care of that manually.
Yep.
I do love how I trigger most of the battles. I get pissed off in Dragon, and then we start a fight.
Okay, 7-9, I mark a condition, and hold 3 burn, so
Hold
yay.
3 burn.
Yes, to everybody watching who's new here, I have a prop.
He does have a prop. Okay. So, now you are certainly entering battle against a dangerous foe. So, who's the leader? I think it's Drake. Honestly.
Yeah, he started.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you're very right. I'll say Drake is.
If it was
If I
stage
just
fright,
leave
it would be
literally-
you.
Right? No, yeah, that's true.
Since
Because we're actually fighting this person. Yeah.
So wait, what's that mean now?
Yeah,
Alright,
later.
so we have a move to deal with here.
God.
So we'll start with that. Alright, and the move, when you enter battle against a dangerous foe, add 2 teams to the pool. If the leader has influence over every team, add another team.
I think Drake does.
I happen to have that, including
Okay.
rebound. So
What is everyone's purpose in the fight?
Well,
Considering this fight specifically is against Enteritus, it has to be to defeat.
Yeah.
yeah, we kind of want to stop the heiress. That's kind of what I
yeah,
thought.
Okay.
all of a sudden, the freak in the back pulling the levers is not so much a problem.
Yeah.
Although Gigi has an additional goal, not to break any ears.
All right. If any team member mistrusts the leader or the team, remove a team.
Nope.
I trust Drake right now.
Yep.
I am going to say though, you're pretty sure you're off balance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2 team is what you guys are going to be starting here.
Unless Drake wants to take a condition to not remove that
He
team.
can, but I think he's already pretty heavily conditioned.
Probably. I just want to throw it out there.
I'm still recovering from 3 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, so never
dear,
mind.
that's right.
That's right, yeah. Never
We gotta do
mind.
something about that at some point.
The last time we dealt with this problem, I'm still recovering from.
Yeah, we
All right,
need
well-
to do some comforting and supporting later.
You are definitely sitting there with Miss Anastasia, the heiress, or Enteritus, whichever you would prefer to call her, and you've gone dragon. What are you doing?
I'm going full dragon here.
Okay,
So full on like lunging, claws out. You just see just straight for the throat.
okay. Roll to directly engage the threat.
Oof.
And there's no way I can boost that enough.
Oh God.
You come at her, claws blaring, tail flailing, dragon screaming. But the problem is you're pretty much telegraphing exactly where you're going to go. So she just, because she has the ability to pull weapons out, so she just sort of pulls what appears to be a black and gold matador's cape out of her purse and olays you right by her.
Right
as you
into
charge
a mirror.
Head first into a mirror. Go ahead and take
No!
a powerful blow.
Not the mirror!
Oof.
Ah,
Actually, considering he had 3 conditions, that's a pretty good roll.
That's true.
So
All
wait, I take a potential for the miss on the attack, right?
Yep, missing the attack, absolutely.
Oh, I'd take a potential for that too. I forgot about that.
Yep.
On my,
Every miss is a
on my
potential.
0.
Yep. So, on a 7 to 9, choose one. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. Give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain, mark 2 conditions.
I've given ground here, clearly.
Okay, you absolutely have given ground. And she just sort of looks at you, looks at the other 2. Now, herein lies the question. What is more important to you? Stopping me or saving everybody up there? Tick-tock, tick-tock.
We have a little bit.
No,
We have a little bit of time.
But you're in our way.
And with that, that will trigger the following custom. When you play Follow the Leader.
Oh, no.
When you play Follow the Leader with Stage Fright, choose a leader and roll flat. Each other player involved may mark a condition to add +1 to the roll. Team may be spent normally. On a hit, you decipher the message he's left for you. On a 10+, gain +1 forward on the next roll. On a miss, you end up in the completely wrong space. Fill in a space on the clock. The clock, of course, being a countdown clock. When it gets to a certain point, that's when the device will go off. Currently, the clock is sitting at 3 o'clock.
Interesting.
So how do we do that specifically? Do we just do that as our quote unquote action?
Well, Enteritus is giving you the option.
We gotta save people.
Looks at Enteritus, but he kind of knows that Enteritus is right, especially because knowing how powerful that is, much as he wants to run forward and bash him in the face, Alex is going to go ahead and play Stage Fright's game.
Okay. Who is the leader right now for playing Follow the Leader?
Alex, I think.
Well, yeah, because Drake's head first into a mirror.
So
Yeah.
the leader gets to roll flat. Each other teammate involved may mark a condition to add +1 to the roll or roll.
Before rolling?
Yep. Team may be spent normally after.
I see.
So before Alex rolls, does anyone want to mark a condition to add +1 to his roll?
I feel like that would be a bad idea for me, but
Yeah.
how many conditions do you have?
Drake's got 3 based on the last
3.
roll.
I've got 2.
Oh, cool. We're the same. I don't know if we can afford to mark a condition.
It's a flat, so let's not.
Mhm.
I mean, like +1. We've got team to spend if we need to. All
We do have 2 teams.
right, I'm just gonna roll it.
Okay. Hey!
All right, 10+. So this sort of fight is going on, and Enteritus / the Eris gives you this choice, and then you sort of realize he wasn't talking about your perspective in here. He was talking about the one place in the carnival that will change your perspective on how you look at the Ferris wheel.
Oh,
Oh! Should have known from the cover! Darn it!
I honest to God thought that meant like everything inside was gonna be done in this place. So
Nope.
Teach putting spoilers in the cover.
right.
I figure.
And you do have +1 on your +1 on your next.
Perfect. All right.
Okay, so we have to get to the Ferris wheel?
You do.
Okay.
Alex is gonna
So-
run by Drake, grab him, try to pull him up, and be like, "Come on, let's go."
Also, as Gigi's gotta run as well, she's gotta do something to the Eris, actually, she's running out.
Okay. All right. What are you going to do?
Well, what I'm really going to do is she's going to kind of like focus back on the Eris at the ground that she's standing on, because she's apparently standing on the ground, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what's going to be coming out is that there's going to be like a bit of bubbling that's going to happen around her feet.
A little bit of the bubbly.
And these several creatures are going to actually rise out of the floor. And what they are is they are actually like cute little hippos with bunny ears and massive jaws for some reason.
Okay.
And they're going to latch onto the Eris's ankles and legs to try to hold her down to keep her from following us.
Okay. In that case, you are still directly engaging a threat.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll to directly engage a threat.
Alrighty, so, can I use my reality storm? Because I can spend
You
one burn to do this.
certainly can.
Let's rock.
Nice.
So I'm spending one burn to do a reality storm. See, I don't think I get a bonus or anything now.
Nope, you get to directly engage using freak instead of danger.
Kaboom! How did I miss that? I rolled 2 ones.
You rolled snake eyes is how you missed that.
This is not our night.
No. No, it's not.
That's unfortunate.
So.
Oh, that's really unfortunate what I miss.
Yes. So you're focused on this to try and get her to stop. Unfortunately, this is the first time you've really tried something like this. So instead of getting the adorable, cute little hippos to jump up and claw at her, you kind of, based on the fear of the shadows you had last night, instead of these cute little hippos, you just get these grasping hands of bone.
Actually, let me add one to that. It's they're gonna be claws with knives on the end.
Okay, so you get these grasping hands with claws and knives coming out, and it's not just beneath her; it's beneath the entire House of Mirrors, and these hands just start popping up and shredding and shredding. And next thing we know, the House of Mirrors is just collapsing, and the last thing people see is you running out of the House of Mirrors.
She's going to be screaming as she does that.
Oh, what was that? You know what? Never mind. I don't.
Oh gosh.
So
like
I've smashed into a mirror.
I would also like you to mark insecure.
What if it's already? Oh, it's not.
It's not. I double checked.
So Drake's still in.
No, Alex grabbed you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Alex grabbed you and got you out of there. It's like huffing, like, gosh, I have to deal with her too. Whatever. Ferris wheel now, let's go. So we're gonna run to the Ferris wheel. At least I'm running the Ferris wheel.
So
I mean, John is running.
Yeah. So you make it to the Ferris wheel. There's a line. What do you do?
I mean, they're not freaked out by the fact that there's a green dragon standing behind them, are they?
Alright, the House of Mirror just got eaten up by knife hit.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that line's gone.
There's some panicking, but there's definitely a line still because, damn it, it's just the House of Mirrors. It was closed for construction anyway.
Right.
I waited for 30 minutes. I'm not leaving.
There's a dragon.
People think you're a mascot.
Wait, can you fly?
No respect.
No, that was on his human form. This is an actual dragon form. It's not answering that
He's
question.
just throwing me out of the bus here.
Right.
He's saying,
He can. I mean, he probably can fly. He hasn't tried it.
Well, I mean, where's your
Wait,
marshmallow floaty thing?
Gianna, moth, now!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the hands in the...
Don't worry about... Alex puts his... Red Dragon puts his hands on it. Like, Gianna, calm down! Mr. Moth, now!
Right, okay. She's got to focus and she's got to summon up Mr. Moth to help us move up to the top of the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Was that an attempt at a comfort and support?
Yes.
It's the way we comfort and support in the military, darn it.
Roll to comfort and support.
Feel better.
Yeah. Feel better, dang it! Hey, there we go.
Yay.
Hey, we didn't roll bad.
You finally got one.
Hey, wait. I've got influence over her. I didn't add that. That's +1. That's a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. On a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. On a 10+, you can also add a team to the pool or clear a condition yourself. So, Alex, what are you doing first?
I think I'm going to clear a condition myself.
Okay.
I'm going to clear guilty.
Okay. Gianna, what are you doing?
Okay, Gianna is going to clear a condition as well. But she has to open up to Drake.
Yep.
Right.
No, not Drake, Alex.
Sorry, to Alex. And she's going to open up, she's going to say, I'm sorry, I'm really scared of myself right now.
Why?
Because I've been having nightmares.
Nightmares about what?
About really scary-looking things. And when I wake up, they're still there.
Oh, dear.
I'm really scared of myself right now. I'm gonna try.
Alex kind of Alex kneels down and hugs her. It's like, don't worry, it's okay. Look, we'll figure that out later. I promise. Right now, we really have to deal with this.
This don't hurt.
You're not gonna hurt anybody. Just get Mr. Moth over here. They're your friends, remember?
Right.
They would never hurt you. Look,
Never.
except apparently that one time when the one guy took control of Sassy, but that was an exception.
No, that wasn't sassy.
No, that wasn't Sassy.
Okay. I'm gonna summon Mr. Moth, and she's gonna call Mr. Moth. Mr. Moth, help us out. And he'll appear beneath you guys and tip his bowler cap as he allowed you guys to get on.
Yep, he's...
At this point, between the collapsing mirror house, the dragon, and now the giant freaking moth with a bowler cap, people were starting to panic a little bit. And you definitely hear the, wait, is this part of the show? What's going on here?
No worries, everybody. It's just costumes.
It's just us.
Just costumes.
Roll to provoke.
Who?
You, because you were the one who initiated the conversation with the audience.
Ooh.
They believe you. It's all part of the show. That's a heck of a time to roll a 10.
I know. I know. All right.
You have got them convinced this is all part of the show.
Yep. As much as we want them to leave, we can't actually have them leave, so...
Yeah.
Fly up to the
Mr.
top.
Moth dressed up like throwing confetti above his head as he goes.
Right.
Yep. So you guys are up on top here, and you're looking around, and there's definitely a note card that you see that you definitely didn't see based on the angles where you were, but it's definitely a note that's only visible from up here by the Ferris wheel top.
Oh, okay. Alex grabs the note.
Well, you have to sort of fly down and grab it.
Yeah.
And pick it back
Oh,
up.
okay. So
We got fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So get the note. And come back up.
On the note card, it just looks, very good. Impressed so far. But now let's see if you can funnel your emotions into something more productive.
I don't.
Drake, you're hungry. Funnel
So
cake.
Drake.
Funnel cake. Yeah.
Yeah. But before then, Drake's actually going to do something. Y'all aren't going to really notice it. He's going to kind of be in a trance for a moment. He's actually seeking the guidance from words of the past.
Okay, so you
Dragons
guys are...
to deal with our lovely little bubblegum princess.
Okay, so you are trying to trans-communicate with them while flying on Mr. Moth over to the food stalls. Okay.
I have a custom move for this. When attempting to reach your ancestors while flying on Mr. Moth.
Nope. Alright, so, words of the past. When you seek the guidance of one of your elders or a member of your legacy, tell them a problem you face, and ask them a question about the problem. They will answer honestly. Take +1 ongoing if you listen. If you go your own way, mark potential. So this is something that you can definitely do because you're sort of tapping into the past. You're tapping into the knowledge of the ancients of this dragon. So you sort of like your eyes glow yellow, and you sort of have this sort of Avatar: The Last Airbender moment where you're talking with a previous version of yourself, and you're sort of like standing there in this weird sort of spirit realm. You have and then you have this sort of like blue-haired kid about your age sitting there. All right, so what do you ask?
How has the clan sealed this power up prior?
Usually, it's been a matter of connecting to the person and not the spirit. Figure out what the person wants, not one territory. Speak to their humanity.
So I'm going to take one ongoing for that.
Okay. And you are abruptly brought out of this sort of spiritual realm as... Is that
Funnel cakes!
Funnel cakes! Exactly.
Alex looks over at the dragon sitting on Mr. Moth with us. It's like, remember, don't get distracted by oh, God.
What? The funnel cakes?
No!
What do you do, Drake? You smell funnel cakes.
Just. While we're here, can I just have one?
Alex just like bops him on the nose, like muzzle, like no.
Ow! That hurt.
But Alex,
You just snoop booped.
Yes, exactly.
Don't boop the snoot.
No, we have a
The
mission.
snoot will boop you back.
After mission.
Oh,
well,
okay.
we gotta
You
get to the
do
funnel
happen
cakes
to
anyway.
see another, this time a bright pink note card on top of the funnel cake truck.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Yes, it's funnel cakes. It is sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so
We swoop down and get that.
find another note.
Okay.
Why is this one
While
pink?
swooping in, Drake grabs one of the popcorn bags and is munching on it while y'all are reading. I'm not distracted. I just wanted a light snack before we go. What's this one? It's a great movie. What's going on next?
Right.
Alex just grabs the thing and reads.
So far, so good. It seems you've made it here. I guess the next question is, where does this chase lead you?
Cassidy.
How does he sound so snarky in writing?
I don't know. It's weird. Let's go.
It's written in cursive.
Oh,
So
definitely.
Red Dragon just darts towards like the dunk
Wait.
booth.
For flying? Oh,
Still
okay.
flying on.
We had to land to get the note, and Alex just runs towards the dunk tank with Cassidy.
Gigi's gonna follow through the air, so Drake.
I mean, yeah, I'm in a dragon. I'm just on the ground. Not a problem.
Okay.
So, Red Dragon's gonna be the first one to get. And how are you entering?
They're just running. Like, they're just running
Or
towards...
are you going in through the proper entrance, or are you going around back? How are you getting in? How are you getting there?
Oh, probably... We'll probably go around back.
Okay.
Like, I didn't realize... I just thought this was just like an open thing, whatnot. If it's not...
Yeah, no, but it's in a tent, so you can go into the front, you can go
Oh,
around
yeah,
back.
no, he go through the back. You go in the back.
Alright, so you go around back, and you are met by, well, your friend, Mr. Chase Cassidy. And he has got this snarky grin on his face. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Oh! I know you.
You should. By the way,
Baby Shark, right?
I'm not sure how you managed to do it, but that was an impressive trick.
That wasn't me, actually.
It was pretty good though.
It was hilarious.
So,
So I've heard.
here comes the fun part of this. I want you to look out behind you. There's a tent full of... I want you to look around. Entire carnival. And you have very little time left. So, why don't we play a game?
I'm kind of tired of games. We just.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking.
Oh.
I was talking to Mr. Dragon.
Well, I am Mr. Dragon.
Yeah,
Red
it is.
Dragon.
Oh. I guess
I'm
he's
currently green, but I can be a red dragon. You want me to be a red dragon?
I want you to shut up
Oh,
Good luck.
and eat your
Drake, Drake now turns into a red dragon. Drake's pissed.
He looks at Alex. There are two ways this can end. He looks over at Gianna.
By the way, Gigi's coming this way. She's been texting.
Yeah. I will tell her where the device is and give her 5 minutes. Stop it. Or you can come up on stage with me right now and mask. Which one is it going?
I'm not taking this off.
And your friend is the only way that people...
Gianna can do it.
You have an awful lot of confidence in.
She's part of my team. My teammates have my full confidence. She can take care of herself.
Very well, then. Over at the front of the car, there's a giant...
A giant what?
A giant fan. It's mostly used to blow the smell of the fair. Behind it, you'll see a dispersal device. That's where it is. You have 5 minutes. Go.
It was at the front of the carnival?
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen the front of the carnival and I've seen this giant fan?
Yeah, you walked right by it when you came in.
Okay, I'm going to spend one burn to use my move, Take Us There. Spend one burn to move any place you choose within the scene, linking through or past any scenery or barriers.
Okay.
So I can spend one burn to go anywhere that I have been by imagining.
Yep, and you've been there, so you're good. So you are there.
So wait, as she pops out of existence, this is the first time we've seen this, right?
Yes, it is.
So she accidentally leaves the cloak behind.
So when this happens, like Red Dragon, like actually gives a jump, and he's like, it literally says this in front of Cassidy and whatnot. Just like, okay, I'll be honest, I did not expect that one.
It's that cartoon where we're looking at the space, we're looking at each other, we're looking at space, we're looking back at each other.
And Cassidy's doing the same thing because he wasn't expecting it either. You're always sort of like looking back and forth at each other.
He described it really well.
Right.
Turn the page. And you said you were texting. Who are you texting?
I was texting Hunter.
All right. So you arrive here first, and he arrives a little bit like about 30 seconds after in full rebound costume.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you find this. It definitely looks like a smaller version of the device that you guys actually saw in the school basement.
Oh, good. We've seen this before.
So why don't you go ahead and tell me how you plan to disrupt the dispersal?
Well... what would make the most sense would be to, like, fly it somewhere safe. It's just 5 minutes, though. This is good.
I mean, it's chained down there pretty good. It's attached to the fan.
Oh, so I'd have to do something.
You would have to move the fan, too, which would definitely, unfortunately, violate the rules of Stage Fright's game. That would be alerting people something's up.
Well, I do have one more thing I could do.
All right, what are you going to do?
I don't know how well this can work. Joe, I was going to explain it to Hunter real quick. I think I can make, like, a bubble around this. Like, a force field type. And, when I do that, it'll keep whatever's in there that explodes inside. But I don't know what to do with it after.
Well, okay. In that case, roll plus freak.
Okay. So, plus freak.
I never had to use that +1 forward for follow the leader.
Nope, because you guys figured it out without my help.
Fair enough.
Okay. Unfortunately, this is not something Hunter can help you with.
Okay.
Because you're using your magic, so he cannot push this to attack.
You could spend team selfishly.
No, she can't. Her freak's already a +3.
Oh. It can get the 4.
No, No, it cannot.
It cannot. That'll cause a problem.
The bonus can.
That's what I mean. The
label
bonus can.
But her
Oh,
freak is
that's
already
right.
+3.
That's right. Spending team shelflessly shifts your labels. That's right. I forgot.
Correct. So,
Well, I could also, though...
you're not unleashing your powers.
No. Well, I can only supercharge a teammate's efforts, not mine.
Yeah. Alright. When you attempt to stop the dispersal device, explain how you are going to do it, and roll plus what the GM tells you.
Okay.
On a hit, you stop the device. On a 10+, you manage to acquire some of the toxin you study. On a 7 to 9, you accidentally expose yourself to the small amount of the toxin. The GM will explain to you what happened. That's okay. I'm going to read to you the miss parts of this, because the miss are great. Okay? On a miss, choose one of the following. The device goes off, but you find a way to contain the toxin. You expose yourself fully to its effects. Change playbooks to the transformed, and the GM will discuss what moves you get.
Oh, why did I get that? I mean, that's terrible.
The device goes off, but you find a way to contain the toxin. You expose yourself fully to its effects. Take Doom and a Doom track from the Doom's playbook. Do not choose your first Doom, as the toxin has only just begun to permeate the system.
These misses are awesome.
Damn.
The device goes off, and there's not a damn thing you can do to stop it. Name an important NPC who is also at the carnival. They are fully exposed to the toxin and its effects. Take a powerful blow as you realize that they have been permanently.
Well, those are some fun misses.
Wowzers.
Yes. Yes. So you manage to contain 99% of this explosion, but a little bit of it sort of gets out and sort of just like poofs in your face. And you and I will have a discussion as to what this is going to mean later.
Yay.
Those are always.
I'm wearing glasses. Does it help?
Are you still breathing?
Yes.
Okay.
Then not really.
But for the most part, you manage to contain the explosion. Like, it goes poosh.
And like this little glass bubble marble she has, kind of like she's
Basically, yes. Not gonna lie, I really wanted to miss this.
I'm kind of curious about them myself. Yes.
But the way you described it was using your power, so I had to go with Freak.
Makes sense, and that's what
Yep.
you would do. So yes.
It totally is what she would do. So we just get to see her just a, and then we have a small puff cloud in Gianna's face,
Okay.
and then we get the scene back with Cassidy Kaiser and Red Dragon. He's in his watch. Well, congratulations. I guess your friend succeeded.
Red Dragon just stares at him. In fact, he gets up in his face and he's just he doesn't say anything. He didn't do anything. He just stares at him. Like right up in his grill, so to speak.
Stare at me all you want.
It's actually getting a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's just looking right at you. Stare at me all you want. I will unmask you, and I will show the entire city.
You completely cut out that last bit, Teach.
I will unmask you, and I will show the city exactly what kind of fraud you are.
He's not a frog, sir.
I said fraud.
I think we've done a pretty good job saving people. I don't know how that'd be a fraud.
Today, perhaps, you didn't think I was your friend. The same friend, might I add.
Okay,
Oh, we
you
lost
are cutting.
everything.
You are cutting out really bad.
Everything gone.
You mean the same friend collapsed the House of Nero? Same friend caused the giant moth? Same who this will probably now be afraid of because of all the destruction she's caused? Think about this. I have all of this footage. I can use it whenever I'd like. How and when I use it.
You should be really careful what you say, sir.
And how do you plan on walking out of here right now?
I plan on walking up to the stage to do my show. You wouldn't want to cause a scene, would you?
Did you see the belly flop?
It's
yes.
kind of my thing.
I have that too. But do you really want to? Who are they going to believe? Two heroes or
You are like
professional
really,
or
really bad cutting out.
I'm at full connection. Who are they going to believe? Two of the three teen heroes responsible for the power outage, or intrepid reporter Chase Cassidy? And he smiles a little ding to his teeth.
Your time is coming, Chase.
Yeah, soon.
By the way, you might want to be careful what you say around teenagers with cell phones.
You might want to realize that there is no way your cell phone...
What?
Take a look. Your cell phone. It's not working.
I wouldn't know I was lying. I actually don't have it on me. There's no pockets on this thing.
And he holds up, but it's definitely an electronic jammer from his pocket.
He was ready for that.
Yeah,
He was ready for that.
They have record functions, you know.
Just remember, I can use this footage at will.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would like you to do is color in that clock to 6 o'clock on your sheet.
Alex gives a smirk even though he can't actually see it.
So the rest, he goes out to do his performance. He raises a bunch of money for charity in the dunk tank. I'm assuming Alex does and gets shots in on the dunk tank.
Oh,
one might accidentally go and nail him.
Yeah, and he can legitimately say, "Oh, I'm really bad at this game. Ask the ball guy."
Yep. So the rest of the carnivals happens without incident. Gianna is definitely coughing a little bit throughout the whole thing. Kind of reminds her a little bit of the effects of...
That's a bad memory. Oh, good memory. Gianna is going to at least, though, take Hunter over to the House of Mirrors, where everything is kind of wrecked.
What happened?
Hunter, I wanted to tell you, I'm sorry.
For what?
I broke all these mirrors you said you didn't.
It's okay. I mean, I don't think anything too bad's going to happen.
You don't think so?
I mean, why wouldn't? I mean, the place is scary, and that stage fright guy was in there, and you definitely didn't mean to do it, so it's gonna be okay.
Oh, thank you. And she's gonna hug him real quick.
And he's definitely comforting and supporting. I have a +3, plus the 1 from influence, and I only get an 8.
Wow. I mean, you roll the 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
so, as you know, if you open up to him, you get to mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels.
Okay, Gianna is gonna open up because I was hoping something like that would happen.
I figured.
She's gonna clear off a condition because too many of those, and also because it fits. She's gonna clear off guilty. And she's gonna open up to Hunter, and she's going to say, Hunter, I kind of guessed that, kind of wanted this to be a date, huh?
Was that obvious?
A little bit.
It was a pretty bad date, huh?
No, it was great. You got me a big stuffed tiger. You got a banana.
It looked like a boomerang.
It did. And I'd really like to go and do something again. I just was a little bit scared.
Me too. You mean it?
Yeah, but yeah. I just was kind of a health class made me feel kind of nervous, so
Yeah,
next time
that was a little weird.
next time maybe we shouldn't talk about going out after we've had a discussion about business.
Yeah, that was really...
Yeah. But no, I had a fun time. So thank you very much for asking me out.
No, not a problem. Can I at least walk you home?
Sure, I don't feel like flying right now.
Good. Any other wrap-up scenes that would like to happen?
So Drake is very anxious a little bit right now, I'd say, since our friend the Bubblegum Princess has just disappeared again. So he's staying at the carnival after it closes, basically. He's kind of sitting there just kind of at the scene by himself, just watching people go home and watching them kind of tear down the carnival to move to the next city.
Okay. What is he hoping to accomplish there?
Oh, nothing. He's sitting there sulking. Because, yet again, he's gotten his rear kicked.
Alex, what are you doing?
Going back home with Mom after, spending the rest of the whatever there.
So, anyway, honey, I heard that there was some crazy show going on over in the Midway side. There was this guy who was apparently dressed in a dragon costume, and then there was a moth with puts a bowler hat on him. Seriously,
it was actually really cool.
And then there was some guy in one of those weird Power Ranger costumes you watched when you were a kid, apparently.
I
and something to do with the House of Mirrors going down. Please tell me you went anywhere near that house collapse.
I actually saw the building collapse. Yeah.
You what?
I
told you not to make your mother worry.
I was just walking by, not by the building. I saw the building collapse. I mean, it was by the Ferris wheel, wasn't it? I think it was by the Ferris wheel. So.
You're telling me you saw the thing collapse and you just sort of stood there?
It said it was under construction. I just figured they screwed up the construction.
But when something collapses like that, you're not going to get a little freaked out at all. Text your mother, let her know you're okay.
The carny said it was fine.
They're carnies. Their whole job is to lie to you.
Okay, fair point. Okay, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that.
Look, honey, I'm glad we went out and enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
It was nice to see you, friend.
It was. It's good to introduce you to him.
Yeah. Yeah. And she just, it looks like she wants to say something else, but she just leaves it hanging as you guys reach the door.
Something, Ma?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
So we're going to shift back to Drake, sitting there in the carnival, contemplating. And at this point, there's going to be a big rush wind as our friend Sirocco shows up.
So windy out here.
I'm not the first one to do it here today, am I?
Yeah. Alright, so y'all saw the footage.
I heard.
This isn't going well. I wasn't ready.
No. Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think it didn't go well?
Because I charged in.
You charged in recklessly and started to think. I know that sometimes being thrust into new responsibilities is hard. I know that all too well. Things that you're not ready for, people to care about that you're not ready to be responsible for yet. Sort of happen.
It just happened so fast.
It does.
And then she showed up and we have to stop her.
Right. But remember this. Stopping someone doesn't. Stopping someone put an end to whatever they're. Might not be able to fully stop them right now. But every time you fight, you learn a little more about yourself, and eventually that.
I'm sorry, there was a gust of wind.
Cut out again.
Every time you fight, you learn a little more, not just about, but about who you're fighting, how they work. Just because you didn't stop it in defeating them doesn't mean stopping their plan is succeeding. And from what I understand here, you stopped what they were trying to. Didn't you?
We did.
That.
Gigi did.
You all did. That's a team victory. So just because there was minor setbacks, you are and your team did good work.
They did.
So don't sit there and own the fact that, yes, the bubblegum princess got owned. So what? Think of how many people were here today. Think of how many people you saved.
We got the job done.
Exactly. So you sit there and worry about not being too much and not living. I think you did a damn good. He's shifting your savior up in your.
Oh no, what was the last part?
Savior up, danger down.
Danger down.
Yeah, Drake's gonna accept that.
He has to, actually.
Does?
It's because it's part of the team we're in, we can't actually refuse their influence.
Right.
That was part of the thing of being in Stormbreaker.
Right.
That's the contract, yep.
Yep.
Are we technically part of NextGen now?
Yes, you are. That's why you took the contract.
So that means, though, then that if we try to influence one another, does that also apply?
I don't think so.
No.
Because you are PCs, that contract specifically applies to the NPCs in NextGen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it makes more sense for you guys to have to be able to do things mechanically.
That makes sense.
So, again, be happy about what you accomplished today. Look at the victory, not the defeat.
Thanks, Rocco.
Not a problem. Besides, I have my own reasons for wanting to make sure you four succeed.
So I'm assuming Stracco leaves now.
Unless you stop him, he's going to fly off on that line.
No. So Drake's going to walk into the carnival to the food stand and grab the last funnel cake as they're packing up.
Cold, it's crunchy, and it is covered in way too much powdered sugar.
And Drake scarfs it down.
And it's awesome.
And yes, it's delicious.
All right. And with that, is there any other scenes people would like to play out before we head to the end of it?
I can't do another one.
Alex is going to be on his computer.
Okay. What's he doing?
He is going to attempt to find any dirt he can on this Chase Cassidy. Like, he's sick of this. And that includes hacking into, like, the news station or whatever.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do about that.
Okay.
I am going to come up with a custom move because that's a little more specific,
Right.
than just unleashing your power.
Gotcha.
So we're going to have a custom move for that next that we're going to do. Actually, hold on. Let me before we do that. There might be one,
Nope.
but no. We'll do it next session.
Okay.
So yeah, we end on sort of a panel of him just typing and hacking.
Yeah. Like, first Google search Chase Cassidy.
Mm-hmm. Anything on the Gianna side?
It's tough because that hunter scene felt really good to end on.
It really did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It did.
so I don't want to push that.
Yeah, I just really had to get that in because that's something he was going to do.
All right. So with that, when you end a session of masks, there was one final thing that has to be done, and that is the end of session move. So at the end of every session, every player gets to choose one of the following: grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from this. We will start with Gianna.
This one's really easy this time.
I figured it would be. That's why I started.
I mean, growing closer to the team makes absolute sense. And she's running closer to, like, it was both Alex and Rebound. But definitely Alex, because, I mean, he like, comforted her once, helped her kind of stop freaking out, and told her he had so much confidence in her. Bro, Chase Cassidy. Like, whoo, she felt good after that. So...
I will do rebounds right here, and this one's all fairly obvious. It says grow close to the team, it's specifically Gianna. He's going to clear insecure. Go ahead and do a label shift. Savior and Mundane are both at 3.
They're both at -3?
They're both at +3. So
Okay,
you cannot move those forward.
Makes sense. I'm probably going to say... I'm probably going to push his superior, I'd say, up. And I'm going to say, probably his freak down, because for one, he looked very normal, very vulnerable to her.
Yep.
Definitely minus on the freak. But yeah, plus on the superior, for one, because they had a very good talk.
And the games.
And the games, yeah.
And the games. Okay, Drake.
Yeah.
Pick what end of session move have.
Sirocco's not eligible to move close to the team with, right?
Actually, yeah, I think so.
Yes, he is. He is. Technically, the end of session move normally means your team in specifics, but because he is part of NextGen, I will allow it.
Then yes, definitely after that last scene, moving closer to the team because of that.
Okay. So he already has influence over you. Technically, because of pre-established things. So he already did do a label shift here. but he will get to do a one day.
I didn't hear what you said there.
Oh, he gets to shift your labels,
Right.
and because of the way of the nature of the talk and how you really feel really looking vulnerable there, mundane up, freak down.
Okay. I get to clear a condition too, right?
Or mark potential. One of the two.
All right, we're clearing a condition.
Okay, I thought you might. And Alex.
I guess growing closer to the team. Because especially between the trust that he's got, obviously between him and Gianna, because of how she opened up to him and whatnot. So, yeah, I would say.
Okay.
That.
So I'm assuming that Gianna already has influence over.
Oh yeah.
Indeed.
So she gets to play the labels game.
Alrighty. Anything I can't move?
You cannot move mundane up.
Okay. Definitely putting your savior up because you're very protective and. Hey, wait a second. Sorry, no. Superior is going up
Okay.
because of your leadership qualities. Because for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, superior is going up. I want to say freak goes down just because you haven't done anything too weird.
That basically undid the shift I did last time.
Sorry. And I don't think you got to do a shift on me yet.
I haven't done a lot of label shifting.
All right. So with that, thank you all very much for watching. We will be back on Sunday with some version of Basic Chronicles, I believe. Please stay tuned to us right here on Twitch.tv Chronicles, or follow the up there shortly for more updates. Again, thank you all for watching, and on behalf of Racer OPT and community, I am TG. As always, keep hailing.
See you guys.
Night.